Hello friends, we are from the team Happy Learnaholic and today we are going to see the question Open Rooms game. Moving ahead with the question, in a game there are n rooms numbered from 0 to n minus 1. Each room has a key to open another room or the same room. The keys are unique and numbered from 0 to n minus 1 to open the respective rooms. Initially all the rooms are locked. A boy has a magical key to open any room, but he can open exactly one room using the magical key. The boy continues to open other rooms using the key present in the opened room. The game ends when the boy gets the key of the room where he started the game. The total number of rooms n and the key present in each room is passed as the input to the program. Finally, the program is print the maximum number of rooms that can be opened by the boy as the output. Moving ahead, boundary condition n can be from 1 to 100. If anyone is coding in C++ or C, you can have it as int itself because n is only till 100. Okay, and input format, first you get the n value and then you get the list of values. Output format, you have to print the maximum number of keys which can be opened. So this is for question. Moving ahead, for the first input they have given 7 and the list of values passed. So output is 4. Now how is it 4? If I tell you like this, you will not understand. So we'll just have a look at a pictographical representation. Yeah. So 7 is passed as input and 7 values are also given. So these are the values which are passed and this is the indices. This is the indices of the values. Okay. So what you do is you start, first time what you do, you start from 1. I mean you start from 0. Then you start from 1. Then you start from 2. So this way you go on up to 6. Okay. So that is what I have done here. From 0 up to 6 I will be starting. So for that I have done this box. Okay. And when you start, what will happen? As you start, you tend to get all the values, right? So we'll just go on how it goes on. So you start from 0. Okay. So what is the key in 0? 5. So what will you do is you'll take this key and go to the 5th position here. Now what is the key in 5th room? 6. So from you'll take the 6th key and you'll go to the 6th room. You'll open the lock. When you open the lock, you get 2. 2's key. So you take 2's key and go to the second index room. Okay, you go there, you get 0th key. So you take this and come to the 0th value. So what you will get? 0, 5, 6, 2, 0 again. When you get 0 again, you have to stop it. Now how many keys you have got? That is 4 keys you have got. So 4 is the answer for this. Simultaneously, what you do, you repeat the same. Okay, you repeat the same and you start from 1. So here, yeah, from 1 you start, you get 4th key. So you will take the key and go to the 4th room. You will get first room's key. You will come back again. So 1. So here this is the thing. From 1 you are going to 4 and from 4 you are coming again to 1. So how many keys you have got? 2 keys you have got. So similarly again you will do this part. Now you are going to 2. From 2 you are getting 0th key. Now you are opening the 0th room and from there you are getting the 5th key. You are opening the 5th room. From there you are getting the 6th key, opening the 6th room. From 6th key you are getting the 6th room, you are getting the 2nd key. Now you are coming to the 2nd key again. So you will come to the back square, same position. So you will stop up there. Now here you are getting the order 2, 0, 5, 6, 2. So for this it will become 4. Here it's 2, here it's 4. Now third one is simple. You go into the third room, you get the third key. So again you will come here only. So this part is over. So with this is over, and here you will get 1. Now you will go into 4. From 4 you will get key, first room's key. Again you go to first room, you will get 4th key, and you will come here. So you are coming back to the same position, you will stop here. So for this it is 2. So similarly when you do for 5 and 6, you will get the value to be 4 and 4 again. So I hope it's clear till here, and you check for the maximum value. Maximum value is 4, right? So the output is printed as 4. That is the question part. Moving ahead to the program, I have coded it in Python. First you are getting the input, then you are getting the list value, then you are having a variable m, and what you are doing is for j in range n. Now what you are doing here is from 0 to 6 you are iterating, and that iteration is done via j. Okay, so j, which is over here. So this is considered to be j. Okay, so for this you have j variable, and for each iteration over here you will have another variable, that will be your I variable. So j variable is put in while loop, and I variable is put in for loop. Okay, so okay, we are here j, and then what you do, you assign c to be 0. C will be the count. Initially c will be 0, and m will be maximum count. Okay, so initially maximum count also will be 0, and then what you do, you start from I, and current position also, like initially you start from the first value, that will be your j value 0. So first iteration it will be 0, second iteration it will be 1. So it goes on like that. Okay, so I and j you assign. Now next what you do, now you are having another array. Okay, so the array is same as L. What will happen if you put A is equal to L? If you make any changes, it may or may not reflect in L. So what we are going to do is, we are going to have A to be L of all the values. So when you do like this, if you make any changes to A, that will have no impact on L, or you make any changes to L, that will have no impact on A. They will be entirely two different entities. Okay, so that is what we have done here. And moving ahead, we are having while. Okay, so while A of I not equal to -1. -1 will be the key which you have already got, like which you have searched. Okay, so what you are doing is, you are just checking whether we have already seen or not. Okay, so if you have seen, now you will come back to the first position, which is -1. You are just checking. If it is not equal to -1, you proceed in. And then what you do, you reassign I to A of I. So now lock will become what? Lock will become whatever is the key you get. Okay, so A of I. And then A of current position will be -1. That is whatever value is present, you are just changing it into -1. So that when you come back, you will just have a stop, like where we have come on. And current position will always be I. And like if this while loop is satisfied, your count will be incremented, right? So see, you're incrementing, and this will go on until you come back to the same position, that is until you come back to the -1. You're checking whether C is greater than M, that is current count is greater than maximum count. If so, you're assigning maximum count to, current count to maximum count, and in the end you are printing the value of maximum count. So with this, our program is over. Thank you guys, see you in the next video.